All right. So in order to DJ at the Tin Roof Barn, you do have to use the in-house sound system. They also have limits on the sound in terms of volume. They do have a power strip here too, just an FYI, so you don't need to bring one if you don't want, but you can use your own. Power conditioner is always helpful. On the back of this amp slash what do you call it? Limiter. They have DJ inputs as XLR, and there's mic inputs as well. My suggestion is just use your own controller and plug in your XLRs into that spot, and then you'll be all set. And then you can run everything through your controller, but if you want to do it separately, you can. There's also an iPod hookup, so if you need it for backup or whatnot. Once you get set up, you will want to power this baby on, so it normally is off. And there is a power conditioner actually built into here, so if you want to plug in your power from here, that might not be a bad option either, because it is a nice Furman power conditioner. So, but anyway, so you want to turn it on. That's the conditioner itself, and then here is the amp. And like I said, it does have limits on it built in, so you're aware. There's 4 different zones, A, B, and C, and D. Okay, A is along the walls. So you move that, and you want to push these all the way up. So just dial them all the way up when you start. And my suggestion too, when you work here, is you definitely want to do a sound check ahead of time to find out what your max levels are. That way it doesn't clip out, because it does clip out at around 83 decibels. So if you got a really strong song with a lot of bass to it, and you're pushing it really hard, it's going to cut out right away. So you want to find out what your limits are, so maximize your controller levels so you can with the system, so that way you don't have any issues while dancing is going on. And then you just set up your controller right here. There are directions how to use it. It's pretty self-explanatory, turning all the right switches on and whatnot, and then which zone is what. The one thing that we suggest is during dinner that you might want to turn down that, so that way you're not just blasting people out. Because the zone for the dance speakers right there that you can see in front, definitely can blow people out. So, in terms of for dinner time, for dancing, it's still not going to blow you out, but it'll still be nice. And a big improvement to what it was before. So just cut those down. And then when dancing's about to begin, you turn it back up. Another thing to think about too, when you have your microphone set up in your controller or mixer, test that as well. If you have a bassy voice like I do, sometimes it will cut out when you are going, ladies and gentlemen, that kind of stuff. So you might want to lower your bass on your EQ on your mic, so that way it doesn't cut you out when you're trying to make those announcements or do a grand entrance and whatnot. But for the most part, it is pretty self-explanatory in terms of use. We did a lot of tweaking for it, so it should work for everyone. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. This again is the Tin Roof Barn.